Okay. Solid question. Good answer. Good answer. Here's the next ambush journalism deep dive question I got for you. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
When do I get to fart on people?
Well, see, here's the thing. There's 2 confirmed special items, right? I haven't figured out what the fuck I was gonna put in the game for you.
Fart in a jar.
I mean, I could do that, but that's a little bit too on the nose, right? The one for chair is a big ass hunk of Munster cheese, which is kind of like the healing amulet, but it doesn't ever really run out. It's just infinite healing, but not like spammable. There would obviously be a cooldown, but you wouldn't have to, like, that sort of thing wouldn't, it would replace like health potions and the health amulet that you have to recharge and stuff like that. So, because that's his favorite. I specifically asked him, what's your favorite cheese? He said Munster. I'm like, bet. That's a food thing. Food heals in games. Boom, dunzo.
Yeah, he's always about the Munster.
Right. And Meatball, as soon as I started like this whole journey of making this shit, he was like, can we have sticky tube socks? Because that was a fucking gamer tag we saw in Apex one day. We're fucking losing our mind over it. So that became like his own personal meme with like within only his own brain. And like I see in there a little bit when he mentions it because I was there for it. But like that's his whole fucking thing. He wants sticky tube socks, and he's asked me so many times, hey, when merch comes out, can we have tube socks? Like, bro, why? But okay. So he's gonna have crusty foot wraps as like footwear. So I don't know. I've been trying to figure out what I want to do for you and what I want to do for like 5 or 6 other people, but they're all like artifact rarity items.
Yeah, like the specialty, almost like one of a kind type of
exactly
shits.
Yeah. And I'm not telling anybody what the artifacts do until I release the artifacts. Nothing. I already know what they do, but they're not ready for release yet.
Have a fucking Pepino as your fucking, like, as a pet. He's just chilling on your shoulder.
Well, see, that's the thing too. Like the druid, I've already got these visions of like how I want these classes to work. Is the druid, like their animations for their attacks are gonna be like, well, their class specific ones are gonna be animal based stuff. So if you have a pet, you can use that pet to do, you know, whatever. Basically like a creepy looking Pokemon trainer. So
in the pet's steel.
I don't know. I have no idea.
You command them to pickpocket.
With like fucking what's his name? Dog meat.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Don't get to cry later for me, boy.
He's got a little fucking Pepino digging through your pockets. Nah, don't mind me. Just, you know,
right.
Seeing what we got.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hyena said a fart bomb, and then they said bearskin cloak. I was like, would you fucking kill Pepino? Where's us?
Just turn him into a rug. Yeah, I mean, I have so many ideas. It's not even funny. I know how to do like conjuration. I figured that out, but that doesn't come out until the conjurer comes out. So I have that already planned. Character augmentation is the were-dragon. So that's further down the line because that's complicated to actually make work right, but I know how to do it. I don't want to take the time now to do it. That's something that takes a long, like just a lot of like clocked hours to make it work. So I'd rather do the stuff that's more simple and I can get the stuff out faster, you know. And then element stuff, like there's there's obviously going to be like elemental attacks, especially for the mage. There's elemental weapons, but there's also going to be crafting, and the elemental staffs you can craft with runes and the regular staff. So there's a lot of depth.
I don't know what the item would be.
Hmm.
I don't know what the actual physical thing would be. But what if the item, the artifact that I got converts all of your elemental power into a experimental fart power, so to speak. So instead of like, oh, frost damage or fire damage, you have fart damage, and it puts all of them together. So you say you have 25 fire damage and you have 50 ice damage. It merges both of them to 75, and then it amplifies the both of them. So it'd be like, oh, 1.5 times modifier on top of all of your mixed elemental damage. So if somebody, as myself, would be resistant to fart damage, you're fucked. But to anybody else, you're getting wrecked.
I mean, I know how to do that mechanically for the most part. Thank you for a moist stay level. Mechanically, I know how to do at least most of that, but I don't know how to convert it is the issue. That's the only part I don't know. Because I know how to make the thing check to see if you have the items and to do a thing according to what items you have. But every single attack that I make, like if I were to do something like that, I have to go into every single attack that has an element attached to it, look at all the different weapons and see their elemental attachments and stuff like that, and then add another variable that if it checks and sees that you have this thing, then it does this and blah, and it kind of like reverses all that shit and does another thing. So something like that would be much more complicated. It would take me God knows how long to get done. It would honestly probably take me a week of just doing that one thing. Maybe even longer.
It could be like an amulet, just echo of the bowels.
Oh my god, echo of the bowels.
I mean, that'd be pretty good, you know?
That's actually kind of funny. Because I had no idea what I was gonna do. I'm gonna write it down just in case I actually do that.
I'm gonna just kill a dragon with fucking fart damage. Oh no, it's a fucking fire dragon that has hella resistance to most types of magic. Well, tell me, dragon, are you resistant to farts?
Well, speaking of like dragon and stuff, have you seen the bestiary?
I think I looked at it the first time, like when you first set it up, but there wasn't anything really there yet.
The bestiary is all done.
Surpus. I like the way that sounds.
Yeah.
I thought that said soapy. Wait, I know that. Oh, I think these are just RPG Maker, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I was like, I know that fucking the orc, the deer and ogre that you have. I know that picture.
Yeah.
Slimer. Oh, that's a Kappa, isn't it?
Yeah. And these go from weakest to strongest, top to bottom. And also most common to least common, just like any other game would.
I thought that was going to be a fucking narwhal. It's a gnawing.
There's only really one, like, real dragon.
Chimera.
Yeah.
And then that one, I thought it just said downer. Damn, bro, what a downer. We're getting attacked by a downer. Watch out.
Yeah, I made the bestiary like quite a while ago, actually. And aside from the actual creature images, like everything else I made myself. I didn't use a pre-made whatever. And like the weapon images for most of the weapons. Everything else I've made. Including the very shitty map, which I will redo one day.
Yeah, I remember the picture of the map.
Yeah, it's pretty buns, but I did it in about 20 minutes. So what do you want? But each region that you go to, if you actually just click on gameplay, where some people don't know that this is here, but I've had this here for a while, it gives you your level, prestige, and your fame breakdown. Fame is going to be a mechanic in here as well. So in order for you to go to different regions, you will need a certain minimum amount of fame. Now, because of how it works, if, let's say you have like 1 million fame and 2 people in chat don't, right? If you use a travel scroll to go to a certain place that needs 1 million minimum, obviously they're going with you. They just can't initiate it. So they can everybody else will tag along with whoever has the most fame going to wherever the hell they want to go.
So it's pretty much just like whether or not if you can't handle it by yourself, you're not allowed to go unless somebody that can handle it goes.
That's like,
someone's not there to carry you, then you can't fucking go.
That's like the lore reason, I guess. But the real reason is it's a fucking chat bot. And everybody's kind of doing the same thing at the same time. So, but yeah. And all these, like, all the fame ranks, that will be on your stats as well. I don't know if I'll be able to do, like, custom names. That might be a little bit too much. But if I can figure out how to do a custom name, then I will. So you could be like, fucking, the Stink Master the Prestigious. With fucking 5,050 or whatever the fuck. But I don't know if I could do custom names.
Legendary Fartic.
Yeah.
Farticulus the Immaculate. Or like It Stink the Wise, you know, something that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And with the fame, right? You'll gain fame from PvP, and once I have all the other bases covered, there will be questing. There will be dungeons. Identifying stuff will give you a little bit of fame because you'll start to, it's kind of like the lore reason is like you'll start to learn what weapons are when you find them in a chest, even though you'll still have to identify them. It'll still give you fame so that you'll know what they are, etc., etc. And that's just like, instead of you having to look at, oh, what does a fucking Holy Gladius do, right? You'd be like, oh, I got a Holy Gladius. All right, sick. Sell Holy Gladius 1, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, you'll gain fame just by learning how the shit works over time. Yeah, there will be quests. And quests will be region locked. The creatures are region locked. So whenever the hell you go to a certain area, if you end up in 𝘨𝘱𝘐𝑺, you'll be stuck fighting plugins and fucking, what the hell did I name the bouquet thing? Spore-K? A bouquet of fucking mushrooms. Like, you'll be stuck fighting those particular creatures in that region. As long as I can get everything working as intended. So I want it to act as much like a real game that you'll just play regularly. as I can. You don't walk through Skyrim and like end up in a 𝘨𝘁𝘓 dungeon and now there's like 𝘷𝘪𝘴. No, if you're in a 𝘨𝘁𝘓 fucking area, you're fighting 𝘨𝘁𝘓 creatures. So
unless they summon a 𝘷𝘪𝘴.
Correct. But you're not just gonna happen upon a 𝘷𝘪𝘴.
Unless it's a mythical creature that you decide to appear wherever the fuck it feels like.
Right, which I haven't figured out if I want to do that yet. But it'll also be where the further you go up in fame, the creatures that you find in those areas are going to be harder, of course. So, like the nymph in 𝘚𝘱𝘵 could be twice as powerful, potentially as the 𝘱𝑢𝑚are, which is like the boss of the plains, So it'll take
pretty
more
much your
stuff.
MMR goes up and you're gonna get wrecked.
Exactly. You'll get the Apex treatment.
So when I just realized we didn't answer my question. When do I get to fart on people?
Whatever the hell I figure out what to
when's
make
the fart command? Like how you could punch and kick people and just shit on them.
I mean, I found out a way to do like custom stuff for people. So essentially, like, I can give you a token within the system that only you have. No one else can ever gain the token. And that will allow me to make specific commands for you that you can do.
Oh, yeah. I'm shitting on people.
Like a turd minigun. It's a bunch of like rabbit turds just fucking.
Confirmed. Admin powers let me fart on people.
But yeah, like that's how I'm gonna do the class-based attacks too. Is if you have the class, if you spent the class point to have that class associated with your character, then you're able to do the thing. If you do not, and you spend a skill point in that tree, that's your own fucking fault. Now you're down a skill point. And I don't know what it'll be to refund a skill point, but it'll probably be a sapphire, if I had to guess, as far as economy is concerned.
A bean elixir will reset your stat points.
A bean elixir? What the hell?
Well, yeah, because it'll make you either throw up or, like, fire yourself to death. Because, like, your bean boozles, that's immediately what I thought. It's just some nasty-ass drink that just make you vomit everywhere.
Oh, God.
This is how you reset your skills. Glug, glug, glug.
Yeah, I don't really know exactly like where I'm gonna send it. So I did put 5 on there. Why the hell did I put 5 tier skips on 49?
I don't know, but I'm about to get those.
Yeah. I'm surprised it hasn't clicked over yet. Dude, and OD, Mr. Grinder Man, is only level 18 in the Ectopass. Like, come on, OD. What the...
He's too busy grinding Elden Ring.
Oh my god, for like the fucking 30th time.
I think he just beat his fucking new game plus 9 today and started at 10.
Oh my god. He was already at like 1.8 million runes for a level.
Yeah, now he's probably like 2.2 million.
And the crazy part is, it's not even that it's like you gotta kill a lot of shit. You gotta kill a bunch of like a handful of like difficult shit to get that.
Without dying and losing them at any point.
Exactly.
So yeah, there's no way in hell any single thing in the game would give you that much. no matter what you do, killing the hardest boss or whatever is not going to give you enough.
No, not at all. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh, you gotta say a little bit more out-of-pocket weird shit so I can add more fucking sounds.
Hmm.
Because like if I look at the breakdown, I only have 3 from OD, right? But I got his fucking.
I see somebody SG.
It's all fucking chair, man. It's all chair. You have 4. Well, technically you have 5. Because Command DKS is you and chair.
Oh, yeah. The dicks everywhere.
Yeah. Dicks. It's all dicks. Loot. Oh, yeah. That shit. Interactives too. The fucking bean coins are a thing. Because you said fucking Bean Boozle. So. Fuck my life. But I do have Bean Boozles.
Can we make you drink bean elixirs?
No.
Oh, there it is! Oh, 49! There it is!
There you go.
The 5-tier skips.
And you're only level 43 in a regular one.
Yeah, because I used 6-tier skips on the premium.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the more important one.
Well,
Like
yeah.
if I don't finish the standard one, I'm not going to be too upset. I will finish it. Don't worry about that. But if I didn't finish it, I wouldn't be as worried. So I wanted to make sure the premium one was done. But I will finish the original one also. It's no fucking and ifs or buts about it.
I mean, you obviously get less, right? In the regular one. But you might as well, you know. Like you say you're gonna finish it, right? But you should definitely, just for everybody out there that's watching, you should definitely get both done. Because they overlap to gain them over time. But if you combine all this shit, you get so much stuff. Like when you look at like, oh, it's only 10 XP per fucking whatever, like that's not really much. But you're getting, for each one of these is 120. So every 120 XP that you get towards your level, you're getting an extra 10 or an extra 15 or whatever. And you're getting an extra 1,000. Like, that's basically like going from level 0 to level fucking 5 or 6 or 7 or something like that. Like you're almost up to another fucking prestige as far as levels are concerned.
And I wasted so much of it. Silent.
Oh my god, classic. What other fucking thing did I do? I did find gunshot fucking images, like copyright free fucking bullet holes and shit like that. But I don't know if it's feasible to do the whole like ammo thing. And for all the ammo that is there, if I do decide to remove it because it's too complicated to make work how it should, then there will be stuff given in place of that.
Dildos.
So I don't know, because there's some people like Lalu, I think has like 2,800 fucking bullets or some shit.
She didn't have 2,800 dildos. Oh yeah.
Dildo Emporium. Oh,
Damn, I have
these.
750 sound scrolls. I know 𝘨𝘱𝘐 at one point probably had more than me, but constantly just fucking screaming.
Constant. Oh my god. All the time.
Oh shit. Well, it's already 3 o'clock, so I think I'm gonna fucking bounce out of here. But I did some you know, some deep dive, really asking the meaningful questions here. So now we got more information on the Ectoverse and the plans going forward, and that I most likely will indeed be able to fart on motherfuckers. So
yeah, I mean that's the fucking
for
plan.
everyone that's
Hey, my brain works in mysterious ways. I'm just gonna say this now. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what you're gonna have. I'm writing it down before my brain fucking forgets.
Motherfucker thinks they're gonna beat me in a Coliseum one-on-one. You got me fucked up. You didn't expect me to fart on you.
You're gonna be, well, your item's gonna be a little OP for Battle Royale.
Just gonna be like a fucking fart cloud. Just kill everybody.
A giant AoE fart. And fucking hit everybody in chat for damage.
Just fucking crack the walls of the Coliseum.
Like I randomly had like the image in my head of like just a fart, like a translucent fart that starts in the middle of my fucking stream and just hits like the edges and shit like that, and then everybody in chat takes like fucking 10 damage or something.
Say, I don't know why I imagined with the giant massive AoE fucking flatulence. I just pictured somebody like trying to power up like they would in Dragon Ball. And they just fucking standing there, but they start taking a deeper squat as they yell until they're almost like 90-degree angle, and then they just fucking
That would actually be fun. That would be funny.
The earth.
That would be pretty funny. I gotta pay for it to be made because I can't do like movement animation. I can do static, but that'll come with a whole bunch of other shit. Like the artifacts aren't even out. Like the personal artifacts aren't out. And the way that it's gonna work too, right, is like all these special items. Because it's your item, you're gonna have one. Like,
be a bean burrito. Every time, like it's just an artifact bean burrito, and you eat it. It has like a fucking day cooldown or whatever. And when I eat it, the very next turn, I let out the fucking fire boom. It takes my action for that turn. I just scarf down a burrito, and a turn or 2 turns later, it's boom boom.
It's a delayed thing. You watch as like 4 people fucking just low HP in the BR, and you just knock out 4 people just by eating a fucking burrito.
One of those, I could just imagine I eat the fucking burrito and somebody downs my ass, but it still takes effect while I'm like unconscious.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, if somebody uses an attack and then they die, well, they use the command to attack, so it's still gonna happen. It don't matter.
You laying there unconscious, already lost, and then just boom.
You fucking shank somebody with a dagger in the fucking kangles while you're dead.
My bean burrito destruction is just gonna go off and end up wiping the whole field. Nobody wins because it kills everybody. That could legitimately happen. I mean, it's like everyone's weak enough. I got downed in the final turn. As soon as I go down, I just fucking nuke the fucking field. Everyone that was standing had less than like 10 life or whatever, so they just
Wait. See, my brain works in mysterious ways. Fart upon death.
Fucking Marty Dom.
Yeah.
It's just a perk.
Basically, yeah.
So he just stabs you in the gut. Dead.
Oh, and I can see the animation too. Someone like some little character walks from off screen on screen, like holding their gut with blood fucking dripping out of their stomach, and they fall to their knees and then face plant or whatever, and they die, but then there's a little green like stream coming out of their butt, and then it makes a 3, and then it goes back down, and then it makes a 2, and then it goes back down, it makes a 1, and then just a big fucking fart explosion. Like, that'd be great. That's gonna cost a lot of money, but I would get it made because I want to fucking see it. I think it'd be funny.
Yeah, so if I had money, there's some shit I would like to have made as well.
What do you want?
Like there's a couple of things like for the commands and stuff, because I wanted to kind of use something that would be like that automated, where somebody just puts in a command and something happens on screen or whatever. And just like a really basic one would just be like add command fart through the thing, and it'll play like 1 of 20 fart sounds or whatever. And so everyone can just hit fart with like a cooldown or whatever, and it would just be the different sounds. And as you do each one from behind my PNG, behind the Pepino, it'd just be this little small green fart cloud that just kind of like goes up and dissipates. But the more that happen, the more they end up on screen. So eventually my whole screen could just be green. It'd just be like more and more just piling and piling and just
I mean, I know how to do essentially that, except for like I can't make the animation because I'm not skilled in that, but I know how to set up all that stuff, and everything aside from like the accumulation, I know how to like get all that shit working. So like if you wanted to have like, you know, 20 different fart sounds and like 20 different simple like fart animations that go along with them, then like I could get you set up on that in about 10 minutes. And you could just have like fucking Pepino farting and just have, and you could do it as a specific one, or you could do a random. You could have all 20 on there as a random like fucking chance, whatever. And then do the specific ones and make them cost a little bit more in fart power or something if they want a specific one.
Yeah, because I was like, for the most part, it'd probably be like the random one, but I know people like the poots, the little ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, I would want the animation and all that stuff, like, you know, like tastefully done. You don't want to.
Right. Yeah, I do.
It's not just gonna be shitting all over the screen.
My shit would literally be Microsoft Paint, and I move it 3 fucking pixels and then take another fucking screenshot.
Yeah, and then kind of like rotate it, move it, rotate it, and move it, so it's kind of like fanning out.
Yeah,
you know, look choppy as all shit, because that'd be all I'd be able to do also.
Yeah, I can't do like moving animation or motion animation, I think is what it's called. I can't do that shit. But yeah, like that's why, like, I think I've told you about it. I think I told Hyena about it too, the program that I'm using for it, for all this shit. It's overwhelming to look at, but then once you realize, oh wait, I basically just do 3 steps for everything I want to do. It's just 3 steps, and then I can do that as many times as I want with whatever I want. Like the world is your fucking oyster. It's like you could do all that.
It's just one of those where you look at it and you're like, holy fuck, what is the, and what, huh?
Yeah. Well, it's like, at this point, it's like every week I discover how to do something that I was like, I didn't know I wanted this in here, but now I'm adding it. Like, that's how I figured out, like, Battle Royale and the PvP shit. Like, I was just fucking around with shit, and I was like, bling! A fucking little light bulb goes off. And it has direct linkage to your Twitch. So you can make channel point rewards in the software, and it'll show up on your Twitch, and you can turn them on and off in the software. You can give it its own cooldown in the software. You can do everything in the software. You don't ever have to even go to Twitch.
Yeah, I was like, because those things would definitely be nice. And I have been, you know, gotta zhuzh up my stream a bit. Pretty plain as is. Doing that too, I want things like the costumes and stuff like that for wait, somebody could just click it and it would happen. So it's not just because right now I have to go in and fucking individually change everything, and it's annoying as all shit.
Yeah, and all that is, you can automate that all through the software.
Yeah, I was like, we'll see, because I keep having like 2 days off in a row, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, I could use that for this. And then I end up just fucking sitting here and like eating pizza and shit, and I'm like, oh, I work tomorrow. Fuck. So I'm like, you know, see if I get around to something.
Oh yeah, I do the same thing. Like, there was one day last week that like I came home, I sat down, I clicked my fucking Stream Deck to open everything, and even though I had everything open, all I did was just watch YouTube for like 4 hours. I did nothing that day. I was like,
yeah, I'll watch this video and then I'll jump into it.
Yep.
Nope.
The YouTube rabbit hole. Yeah, if you want, I can send you the link for the software. You can try and putz around with it a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know when I would, but if I had it available to me, I might be like one of the times just be like, oh, you know what, maybe I'll take a look at it. Because if I don't have it available, that's gonna be my excuse forever.
Exactly.
It's just like, oh, but then I still have to ask Casper, and then figure, nah, I'll just do it later.
Yeah, I can send it to you right after stream, just so you have it. And the cool thing that they do is they talk to the community through their own Discord and through, I forget what the fuck the site is, but they put up like their roadmap for everything that they have ideas. Then they have the ideas that are being workshopped. Then they have the stuff that's in the next phase, and the next phase, and then they have like the testing phase, and then the complete phase, and then the last thing is updated, implemented, and you can watch it in real time when they move shit around. It's like a minute or two, like fucking refresh or whatever. You can see it move on the website. You can watch shit in real time, and they put their bug fixes and shit up on there too. So cool people.
Yeah, it's like people actually give a fuck.
Yeah. And they don't ask for money. Like, if you want to like support them and like say thank you, you can just buy them a coffee on whatever that fucking like coffee buying thing is. But other than that, everything's free. And it's got clearance through Twitch, through their API, so it's safe, because Amazon wouldn't let anything unsafe be on their fucking API.
It's like one final question before we get out of here. Mm-hmm. Not about the Ectoverse or nothing, mm-hmm. But how do you think people would feel if for that, you know, that 20 fart thing that I was thinking about? How do you think they would feel if I recorded my own farts? Because like I feel like it'd be a funny thing, because it'd be variations and stuff, and you know they wouldn't be other ones online. It would be all original, and I feel like it'd be funny. But I feel like a lot of people, if they asked, I'd be like, yeah, those are mine, I recorded them. They just fucking leave forever. Like, it's just fucking be like, no, I'm gone. I'm not gonna stay in the stream. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I don't want to be a part of it.
I mean, I think that would be hilarious, personally. But you could also do like, So like the way the random thing is, right? You give it a percentage chance of happening, and it has to be whole numbers, right? So if it's 20 of them and you average everything, it'll be 5% per. But you can move that number around. So you can make shit really common and really rare, 1% drops and stuff like that. So you could like make your farts really like the rare ones that show up, and then like generic farts or whatever as common ones, and have like a few common ones that take up like, let's say 30% of it, and that's more or less what people are gonna hear is 30%. But then you have, if you have like a real fucking juicer, right? Fucking just a goddamn grenade goes off in your asshole, you put that up as a 1%.
Yeah, because I was just like, if I'm just chilling here, literally doing nothing else, I could just have like a little recording thing on the side, just vibing, and be like, oh, here comes one. Crank up the gain on my microphone and fucking.
I mean, I would recommend a different microphone.
Yeah, we don't got money for that.
But I mean, or maybe use like, if you got a webcam laying around, just fucking use that mic. You're not gonna speak into that and have your mouth near that one.
That is also true. I do have the webcam one.
And that might actually make it better too, because it just sounds scuffed as shit because it's a shitty ass microphone.
But it's fucking clipped onto the top of my monitor. So one of the times I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I need to fart like right now. I'm gonna just stand up and just put my ass up super close to my monitor and just
just blow ass at your screen.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that'd be
We're
funny.
making real progress here. Ideas, people, ideas.
Creative juices are flowing.
Some other juices are running down my leg.
All soggy and shit. Leaks in your sock.
Why is always the goddamn sock with you?
Dude,
Just like Casper. You like shitty socks, he likes crusty socks.
Bro, I don't understand what is... I don't even... Okay. Chair Guy's got a thing for like, thigh highs and leggings and shit like that, as do I. But fucking Meatball, I don't know what's with him with this fucking tube sock thing. Like, it was a gamer tag that was funny because of the context. But he's hammering it until there's no... It's not even that the nail is gone. The fucking block of wood is also disintegrated.
So what if, hear me out, okay? What if you combine all of them, right? So you got thigh high, how print, sticky, thigh high cow print socks.
Oh god.
It's the culmination of all of them.
It sounds like such a nightmare. Oh my god.
It is of the people, for the people.